Imagine being the only hope to save your father's career, your idol's legacy, and the team of your heart. A talking baseball and a grumpy bat are your only allies on an epic journey from New York to Chicago. In Everyone's Hero, an ordinary boy faces extraordinary challenges and treacherous adversaries, but what he finds at the end of this journey goes far beyond what anyone could have predicted, placing him at the center of the most important game in history. Hey clickers, subscribe with the bell activated, comment with the content you want to see on the channel, share this video to help us grow, and leave your hype. This helps us a lot. Released in the year 2006, the animated film Everyone's Hero transports us directly to the Great Depression era in the United States, specifically to the year 1932. The setting is the city of New York, where we meet the protagonist, a young and determined baseball fan named Yankee Irving. He lives and breathes the sport, having the legendary New York Yankees player Babe Ruth as his biggest idol. The boy's father, Stanley Irving, works as a custodian at the Grand Yankee Stadium, which allows the young adventurer to always be close to the action and dream of one day following in his hero's footsteps. The boy's life, however, is about to take a dramatic turn. The turning point in the plot occurs when Babe Ruth's precious and iconic bat, affectionately nicknamed Darlin, is mysteriously stolen. The blame for the object's disappearance falls unjustly on Stanley, our protagonist's father, who ends up being fired from his job. The real thief is Lefty McGinnis, a rival pitcher who plays for the Chicago Cubs and who has an unfair advantage, a special ball he can control. Determined to clear his father's name and return the bat to its rightful owner, the young hero decides to embark on a daring mission. Driven by courage and love for his family, the young dreamer begins his journey to recover the stolen bat. Right at the start of his adventure, he has his first unusual encounter when he finds a talking and somewhat forgotten baseball named Screwy. This ball becomes his first travel companion. The goal is clear: to travel by train from New York to Chicago, where the World Series is happening and where Lefty McGinnis will surely be with the bat Darlin. This journey of thousands of miles represents the greatest challenge of the boy's life. During the long train journey, the protagonist and his spherical companion make new appearances and meet various figures. They come across a group of hobos who live in the freight cars. Initially, the situation seems dangerous, but the boy soon wins their sympathy and they help him continue his journey safely. It is at this point that another crucial participation occurs: the bat Darlin itself, which is also talking, begins to interact with the boy, revealing a strong and stubborn personality. The dynamic between Screwy's optimism and Darlin's pessimism creates moments of comic relief and lessons for the young man. The path to Chicago is fraught with obstacles. Lefty McGinnis and his boss, the Cubs general manager Lonnie Brewster, are aware of the boy's journey and do everything to stop him. There are several chase scenes and confrontations where the young inventor needs to use his intelligence to escape the villain's traps. An important appearance that serves as an ally is that of Marty Brewster, Lonnie's daughter. She does not agree with her father's methods and decides to help the protagonist on his mission, showing a big heart and courage. Upon arriving in Chicago, the challenge intensifies. The boy needs to find a way to get into the stadium and approach his idol, Babe Ruth, to return the bat Darlin in time for the decisive World Series game against the Chicago Cubs. The first meeting with Babe Ruth does not go as planned, as the famous player, discouraged by the loss of his lucky bat, doubts the story told by the young fan. The protagonist's persistence, however, begins to attract attention. The climax of the film takes place during the final game of the 1932 World Series. In a sequence of completely unexpected and fantastic events, young Yankee Irving ends up getting the opportunity to enter the field. He gets the chance to go up to the plate and bat in place of Babe Ruth. Destiny brings the little hero face to face with the villain Lefty McGinnis, who is on the pitcher's mound. The boy's entire journey, all the encounters, appearances, and participations of his talking friends, Darlin and Screwy, culminate in this decisive moment. With the help of advice from Darlin and Screwy, the protagonist manages to overcome the pressure and fear. He executes a spectacular hit against Lefty, securing the victory for the New York Yankees. With this heroic act, his father's name is finally cleared, and Stanley is reinstated in his job at the stadium. The young fan not only becomes a hero to the city, but also fulfills his biggest dream, proving that determination and courage can overcome any challenge, no matter the size. The participation of all the characters, from the talking friends to the human allies, was fundamental to the victorious outcome of this incredible adventure. So, did you enjoy this nostalgic trip into the world of everyone's hero? This film marked the childhood of many with its message of perseverance and friendship. We want to know your opinion. What is your favorite scene? What do you think of the young hero's journey and his talking friends? Leave your comment below. We want to read every one of them. Don't forget to leave a like to support the channel and share with a friend who also loves a good animation. Thanks!
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards